Hi, I'm Rhonda and welcome back to my Potter's Studio and my Potter's Journal. We're here for a kiln unload, but this is going to be a little bit different because my large kiln, Smog, is in need of new elements, so I'm unable to use him. So this is going to be a compilation of small things that are going to come out of Elliot. So, let's see, he's down to 160, so we'll go ahead and open it up and see what we got. I am playing with jungle gems. I've never used them before, so this is going to be really quite interesting. I know that this one, I can't get it out. This one is Poppy Fields. This is a buff clay. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is because it's been hanging out in my studio for probably close to 3 years now, and I was gonna throw it away, and I was like, maybe I can hand build some stuff out of it. So I'm going to make some mushroom wind chimes, and it's gonna have 3 tiers of mushrooms with stems. But what I did, because this is a buff clay, I used white Engobe, 2 coats of white Engobe on top of the clay before I bisque fired it. And then on top of the white Engobe is 2 coats of Amaco snow, and then 1 coat of Mayco's Jungle Gem Poppy Field. That's really pretty. I had expected it to move just a little bit, and I reached out to some people in my pottery group, Nat from Unmagic and Lindy Lou, and they actually told me that snow was more stable so that the jungle gems wouldn't flow as much. So with the next group, I think I will put some light flux to see how this works. I can't remember which one this is. I'm sorry, I'll have to look it up and then I'll put it in text in the video. But so here's the large, here's the medium, and here's the small. And they're going to hang vertically. All right. Next in here, these are going to be magnets. I'm part of a Mardi Gras crew in New Orleans. The crew's name is Themis, and I'm going to throw these off the float. I'm going to wrap them so that they don't get broken. But yeah, this is Jungle Gem Mardi Gras. It's 2 coats. The black is all Mayco's black underglaze. That's pretty. I like that. This one is purple something. I want to say it's Purple Passion or something like that. I will double check. But I will sand the back of these and then apply magnets and wrap them and give them away. We also decorate 10-inch umbrellas and throw those to the crowds. And oh my gosh, those are so cool. That's the Jungle Gem Poppy Fields. I think I'm in love. This is like I said, this is my first experience with the jungle gems. Oh my gosh, this could be addictive. Now I understand why Nat loves them so much. Look at that. It was so cool. So before I film the next segment of this, I will put one of these together, hopefully, and that way you can see what it's going to look like. This is so wonderful and amazing. I think yeah, this has the stems and more umbrellas. So these are just raw clay, and Karrlyn from May Blossom Design had an umbrella, not an umbrella, sorry, a Christmas ornament that was a mushroom, and that was kind of the inspiration for this. So this one will be the top, and then there'll be another one underneath it, and then a third one. And I did some little tiny mushrooms. They're flat, that will be the clapper thing that catches the wind. All right, so that's it for this kiln unload. I will be back with part 2 with more of these little mushroom caps. And we're back for kiln opening number 2, more mushroom caps. And I think I remember what these are. Ooh. So these are the bottom of the wind chime. I believe this one here is Pink Pixie. This one, not sure, this one's Fruity Pebbles. Actually, I think this is Poppy Fields, this is Pink Pixie, this is Fruity Pebbles, this is Ink Spot. The blue one, I'm not sure. And this one here is Mardi Gras. Those turned out really, really well. All right. Fruity Pebbles. Again, this is on top of Amaco Snow. I did put a line of flux at where the jungle gem met the snow. It's got a little bit more movement as compared to what came out in the last kiln opening. Mardi Gras. Strawberry Fields. That's what that other pink one was. Ink Spot. And Ink Spot. All right, all that's left in here now are the stems. There's 2 layers of the stems. I have one more kiln of the tops that I'll come back and unload, and then I'll have one of them put together and show you what my mushroom wind chimes look like. So this will be the 3rd, I believe, kiln opening for the mushrooms. And oh my goodness, look at them. So, had a couple random stems that, it's a little warm. It's about 100 degrees, 120 degrees in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my gloves on. This, of course, is the Jungle Gems Ink Spot. It's really, really cool. I don't remember which one this is. I will have to look that one up. I apologize. Oops, go ahead. That waited for me to knock it over. I created a little hook because I had one more of the little flappy things for the bottom of the wind chime, and this is Poppy Fields. I made a hook out of a neoprene wire, and it worked really well. All right. This one here is Strawberry Fields. Each one of these, of course, again, has the 2 coats of snow over the white Engobe on top of this speckled buff clay. And then one coat of the jungle gem, and then I did put light flux, a small line of it, to make it move a little bit. This is the Mardi Gras jungle gem, and I believe this one is Fruity Pebbles. Mardi Gras, Strawberry Fields. I will have to look up what the blue one is because I honestly do not remember. And again, Ink Spot and whatever the mystery jungle gem is. So I will be creating these wonderful wind chimes out of each of these mushroom caps with the stems. This is like 60-pound fishing line with, there's fishing clamps, and then in between there are some beads. But I also allowed for some movement within the stem of the mushroom so that you could actually get it to make some sound if the wind is blowing. The other thing that I'd like to share real quick, because I talked about it and you saw a couple of them, were my umbrella magnets. I am part of a crew in New Orleans, and it's Themis, and it's the Crew of Good. And these little guys will be wrapped in cardboard, and I'm going to be throwing them from our float on February 6th. These are also the signature throws for Themis. Every member of the crew makes their own umbrellas, and you can theme them however you want. And since our float is Goddesses of the Galaxy this year, I did some space-themed umbrellas where you've got actual nebula and planets. And yeah, these are the signature throws, and I've got about 26 of these guys too. So it's fun times. It is the best. With everything else that I do, this makes me happy and brings me joy, and I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing today, that you find something that brings you joy, and thank you for sharing your time with me. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'll see you next time.